Hello and welcome, viewers of AV News. My name is Mxoli Singube, and I hope you had a wonderful Monday, rather, or Monday and Tuesday. Today is Wednesday. You know, when you are nearing spring day or a change of season, sometimes things can run ahead or behind you. I'm here to talk about what is happening in South Africa of late, especially some of you may have heard that the xenophobic Operation Dudula members have now shifted their focus from um, places of residence and work of migrants to hospitals, where we are told that they are today at the Shandukani, which is Hillbrow General Hospital, where they are said to be screening people who are going there for treatment. And they're demanding that everybody who has to enter the hospital must at first have a South African identity document. If you don't have that, they are then going to, they block you and uh, deny you access to health care. It must be noted that in South Africa, access to basic health is one of the basic human rights. And what these guys are doing is an impediment on people's rights. It doesn't matter that somebody is on legal papers here in South Africa or not, because even those who are illegal still have that right. They must be granted access to basic health care. It doesn't matter that we have MECs who go out shooting videos and lambasting or lashing out at some patients in hospitals. The government has got a duty to ensure that everybody who is undocumented is not allowed into South Africa. Those who've been allowed into South Africa have to be dealt with, but within the confines of the law and with strict adherence or respect for their human rights. And what these unauthorized people are doing, blocking entrances to hospitals where people are going to seek basic health care, is unlawful. It's xenophobic. It's inhumane. We've also come across some disturbing statements from those who are supposed to be upholding the law in South Africa. A mayor, for that matter, a leader of a political party, claiming or threatening to go into hospitals to switch off oxygen to people who he believes are foreign nationals in favor of South Africans. This kind of division or this kind of divisive politics is not going to work in favor of South Africa, because once the migrants are gone, this kind of hate will be transferred to fellow South Africans. And this is what we are seeing. And there are already some telltale signs and red flags that are already being raised against such behavior. So we also welcomed a statement from the government communications and information services, where they said that it is not a government position that people should be discriminated against, especially when they seek health care on the basis of their nationality or status in the country, because South Africa protects people who are within her shores. So we welcome that, but it is worrying that the responsible authorities or arms of the state, we should be dealing with these kind of movements by the xenophobes who have been operating for some months now. They don't seem to be taking any kind of action against this. Even the president goes out there, he lambasts them, and nothing happens. But we have ministers and other government officials saying these are a welcome civil rights organization. And this Operation Dudula is seen, they've now become a law unto themselves. We saw them at China City. They went there and they threatened migrants who are working there without even knowing if these people are here legally or not. At first, they said they were fighting crime. Later on, they said that they were targeting illegal migrants. Now they are targeting everyone on the basis that they are a migrant. So these have become a lawless grouping of people. They've become a law unto themselves, and they've been allowed this free play all over South Africa, and they're even going to hospitals now. And what they do not understand is that in these very hospitals, there are migrant doctors who are operating from there, there are migrant nurses who are operating from there. So it becomes disingenuous for people to say that migrants who are living in South Africa cannot be treated or must not be treated, while at the same time, they go there into the hospitals themselves to get treatment from these migrant health workers. It shows the double standards that they have, and we hope that the government is going to at least act on this kind of behavior by these malcontents, these social misfits. This is what we heard today. May I request you to subscribe to this channel, to like this video and share it. There are others who are saying, you guys must go home, leave us alone, please. The world doesn't work that way. It doesn't work on anger. It doesn't work on jealousy. So you have to admit and to accept that migration is not a South African phenomenon. It is a world phenomenon. It's worldwide. There is no way that migration can ever be stopped. Every measure that is going to be taken will not work for as long as there are migrant producing countries, for as long as there are inhuman regimes out there which are dictatorial in nature, which do not brook human rights, and as long as there are failing governments out there which are driving their economies down, and they get the favor of those governments like South African government, who then choose to side with these elitist political individuals at the expense of the suffering poor. Thank you very much. I hope you will have a wonderful day.